So how do you manage to make it on this road with your car?
From the hurricane, I haven't drive here, come around the road. I don't know if it's better, you want to go up the hill here with those people.
With this one?
No.
Or over there?
Yeah.
I will go there to reverse, but if your house is here, I'm going to bring stuff here, right?
All right.
With this episode, we're going off-road into some of the most remote communities in Jamaica. This unique footage was filmed within the first 2 weeks after Hurricane Melissa while driving the entire I-path from south to north. My goal was to document the situation on the ground and also bring some essential supplies to the people in the most affected areas. This is Cockpit Country. It's an interior region in west-central Jamaica, which is home to the largest wet limestone forest reserve on the island. Its iconic landscape is the result of many steep-sided conical hills separated by deep bowl-shaped depressions, known as the cockpits. Its terrain is so difficult to traverse that it has remained one of the most untouched and biologically diverse wild nature spots in the Caribbean. It is a biodiversity hotspot for plants and bird species in Jamaica, and it also provides essential fresh water for the country. Up to 40% of all our underground water resources can be found here. Cockpit Country is a protected area because it plays the most crucial role in Jamaica's ecosystem. And then this happened. The eye of Category 5 Hurricane Melissa went right over this forest on the 28th of October 2025. So how much of it survived? What was it like on the ground here right after the storm? And how is the recovery going now? There are about 800 communities in Jamaica, and this is an approximate path of the eye of Hurricane Melissa, taking into account the diameter of its core. And here are the 4 roads that can allow us to trace the eye path from south to north. The B8 road that goes from Ferry's Cross to Reading is the best quality of the 4. It is normally used when traveling between the south coast and Montego Bay, and after the storm it was cleared very fast. The southern part of the B8 road was rebuilt and expanded a few years ago, and this new section survived the hurricane really well, so the road itself is in good condition. However, the northern part of B8, starting around Mount Kerry, was badly damaged. This is what it looked like before. There were a few potholes, but overall it was a decent road. And this is after Melissa. Bits and pieces of this road were washed off, so in some sections you end up driving off-road. Then, almost all the way to the anchovy community, there was this big trench for several miles that was still being fixed in December. The last section in Reading used to be very scenic with dense greenery and cliffs, but after the hurricane all the trees were gone, so you could see Montego Bay from there, and in some parts the cliffside of the road was missing. Despite that, everyone could still pass along this road, and most aid from the north coast in the first few weeks after the hurricane was delivered through here. I have already published a separate video on my channel that focuses on what happened in Montego Bay itself, so if you'd like to have more details, please check out episode 1 in this series. Now, the other road from south to north is B7, but it was still blocked in several parts when I traveled in early November, and generally it is not the best route to take unless you're aiming to reach some specific communities in this area. There is also a road here that goes from Magotty to Johns Hall, but some parts of it were completely destroyed. For instance, this section in Springmount is gone because of a landslide, so detouring will be necessary for some time until it's fixed. But it's the B6 road that we will be taking, as it's the closest to the center where the eye passed. Because I was driving right after the hurricane, when there was still a lot of debris and flooding, the only reason I even managed to document this footage is because of the support provided by our mobility partners. So before we continue, I'd like to take a moment and give special thanks to Toyota Jamaica, who kindly provided this truck. Toyota is the #1 car brand, not just in Jamaica, but in the world. It is the market leader, and it's been like this for many years now. They are considered the best, especially when it comes to off-road driving. Toyota has a legendary reputation that is extremely well deserved, and I can personally confirm that from my own lifelong experience. You see, I'm originally from Ukraine, and this used to be my car. Toyota Land Cruiser 80 Series 4.2-litre diesel engine 1993 vehicle. This was the car that I had been lucky to be driving back home for 20 years on and off until I relocated to Jamaica. And that Land Cruiser never let me down even once.
Now this is Toyota Hilux, the most reliable, off-road capable and most durable pickup truck of all time. Not just my opinion, but globally recognized fact. And not only it's a Toyota Hilux, it's a modified one. You know, full suspension lift, bull bar, side protection, and even a raised air intake. See the snorkel? You can drive this truck underwater.
Special thanks to Toyota Jamaica for trusting me with this incredible vehicle. I am genuinely grateful for the opportunity to feature them in these episodes and for their support to produce educational content about Jamaica. Our drive begins on the A2 road in the area between Santa Cruz and La Covia at the eastern edge where the IRIE landed. The first thing to mention here is the Holland Bamboo Avenue. It's approximately 2.5 miles long, and it's a tunnel of beautifully arched and shaded bamboo on both sides of the roadway. And today it is considered both a heritage site and a tourist attraction, where visitors can stop by for a snack or drink and buy souvenirs. However, this place has always been extremely vulnerable to disasters and has been damaged many times by hurricanes and fires. Earlier, the Ministry of Agriculture developed the Holland Bamboo Nursery and a large replanting project financed by the Tourism Enhancement Fund. As a result, by June 2022, the scenic avenue was fully restored to its former glory. But not for long. 2 years later, Hurricane Beryl did extensive damage to some parts of the site, and now Hurricane Melissa completely flattened the place. But there is good news. Bamboo happens to be the fastest growing group of plants on Earth. This specific type we have at Holland Bamboo Avenue grows up to 30 centimeters per day. And if we were to replant the entire area with new bamboo, it would take about a year to create a similar scenic tunnel. For mature, damaged bamboo, the situation is quite different though, and even if some plants survived, they will not grow back to what we had before. So let's see if another large replanting project takes place soon. Once we turn off the main road and head into the hills, we come across another important attraction. The biggest waterfalls in Jamaica, Wyers Falls. I have a video on my channel that I posted a few years ago featuring this beautiful place, including the park and the large pool. The damage caused by Hurricane Melissa was so severe that the area became completely unrecognizable. And yet, in less than 3 months, the owners managed to clear the site, repair the damage, and even restore the trails. From the 24th of January 2026, Wyers Falls is already open and welcoming visitors again. Even though the rainforest will take some time to fully regrow, if you get the chance, make sure to visit Wyers Falls and enjoy the newly rebuilt property as soon as you can. One of the major issues when it comes to hurricanes beyond the human tragedy and catastrophic infrastructure damage is the impact they have on our entire ecosystem. After Hurricane Gilbert in 1988, the area damaged was greater, and according to a report from 1991, many hills were also grey and brown, and a lot of trees were lost. However, the extent and intensity of the damage were nothing like Jamaica faced after Hurricane Melissa. We can see some trees in the valleys that survived, and even some fruit trees along the road, but the early assessment by the Forestry Department stated that Hurricane Melissa damaged 51% of Jamaica's forests. For context, until the 1990s, Jamaica had been going through a stage of deforestation, but then Jamaica took a turn, and since 2013, with a lot of effort, it actually managed to regain almost 8% of its forest cover. But now Hurricane Melissa set us back again. The so-called scorched appearance of the hills, which looked like after a massive wildfire, is not just because the leaves were removed, but also because they were burnt by salt. The combination of hurricane winds with seawater rapidly dehydrated the plant tissue, and that's what made leaves brown and brittle. The damage to trees means the loss to food resources and habitat for our insects and birds, and it is still unclear how this will affect our ecosystem in the long run. It's important to note, though, that the forests were damaged, not destroyed. Just a week after the hurricane, refoliation already began, and a few months later we can see the hills getting green again. Fruit tree replanting programs are being launched as well to help the process, and there will be a video on my channel about that soon. But the full recovery, that is, for the country's wild forests to return to a healthy state, is estimated to take about 5 years.
Where's Central Kitchen?
Like here,
Yeah.
in the middle of nowhere, like in a tiny community.
Everywhere. There's
How many foods you bringing? How many meals?
332.
332 meals.
Yeah.
Man, come on, give me
Meals.
that. Come on. All right, man.
One of the misconceptions that a lot of people had is that the southwest of Jamaica was the most devastated area by Hurricane Melissa. In reality, this was not the case. The catastrophic damage in the northwest of Jamaica, in Trelawney and St. James parishes, looked exactly the same as the damage in the southwest, and in some cases it was even worse. This is because trees and fragile structures, including concrete buildings that have no reinforcement, all get destroyed by hurricane-force winds at speeds of around 130 miles per hour. So for forests and weaker types of structures, it doesn't matter how much stronger the wind gets after that point. Whether it's 130 or 185 miles per hour, the result is the same. And that's why there is no point in creating Category 6 for hurricanes, because the on-ground effect of Category 5 is already the maximum. Things cannot be destroyed more if they are already fully destroyed. Only reinforced solid concrete structures that are well built are known to withstand winds of 250 miles per hour or even higher. The footage I'm using to demonstrate Category 4 hurricane winds was filmed during Hurricane Melissa at a place near Montego Bay called Calypso Villa, where I used to live. Calypso Villa is an example of a reinforced solid concrete building, and you can see how well it survived these powerful winds despite being located right by the sea. And that's the reason why places like Montego Bay, even though being hit as hard, were able to make a much faster recovery. They simply have a higher number of quality concrete houses and better infrastructure. But that's not the case in the rural communities in the hills. So at the time when I was driving, the overall situation there looked very similar to what we saw along the coastline in Westmoreland. This is Ginger Hill community. Many houses here were fully destroyed, including parts of concrete buildings. In general, the chance of whether a house survived in that area during Hurricane Melissa was sometimes completely random. For instance, this building got accidentally protected by the nearby hill and appears fully intact, even though it's a wooden structure. But some concrete houses were not as lucky, and parts of them were lost, or worse, got fully taken away by a landslide. And landslides are actually the reason why I said that in some cases the devastation in the hills was worse than along the coastline. With the damage to the forest, there comes a heavy disruption to the ground cover itself, which got severely compromised by the hurricane, and until trees and root systems regrow, each time there is rainfall now, rather than seeping down slowly through the soil, it is likely to move as sheet flow, increasing the risk of flooding, mudslides and landslides. And I saw many of them as I was driving in early November, and when trying to detour, parts were also blocked with poles and wires, which didn't help either. Quite a lot of communities in this area were marooned for the first week after the hurricane, and the only way to deliver help or any form of supplies was by helicopters. But even when the pass was cleared, driving on these extremely narrow roads at the edge of the cliffs does require some experience, and it is not the easiest or safest thing to do even under normal circumstances because, well, you know, things happen. Now imagine the skills these Jamaican drivers have to operate big and heavy trucks like this one. Obviously, such a vehicle couldn't get into the remote communities in the Cockpit Country, and this clip was filmed in the hills closer to Montego Bay, but still, this is just to show how supplies and construction materials had to be delivered close to the affected communities while navigating narrow mountainous roads damaged by the hurricane. This is the town of Cambridge, which was also cut off by the landslide from one side that we have just passed and a massive flood on the other side that you will see in a minute. Cambridge is a historic town, and local historians sometimes refer to it as the fruit basket of St. James, because the hilly sides here are particularly suitable for growing fruit trees. But also important, the main railway line from Montego Bay to Kingston used to go through this area, which helped transport agricultural bounty to the rest of the island. In fact, the Cambridge railway station, which opened around 1894, was the third major station on the line, and even though the Jamaica Railway Corporation stopped operations in the 1990s, the old wooden station building survived and was still there until Hurricane Melissa. When I was driving after the hurricane, I couldn't see it from the road and didn't have a chance to make a proper stop. So if you live in the community, do let us know in the comments if this station building is now gone or what happened to it. This beautiful area after Cambridge is known as Seven Rivers, and this is what it looked like before the hurricane. Even though we can't see much on this map apart from the lush greenery, as the name suggests, there are quite a lot of rivers in the area. And after the hurricane, they flooded everything, destroyed parts of the road and turned this entire place into one big marshland with lakes and a few waterfalls.
Yeah, guys, this is the current situation, right? In the midst of these landslides and floods, we find a historic area at the border of two communities, Montpelier and Mount Carey. Back in 1831, this was one of the key locations during the Baptist War, also known as the Christmas Uprising, led by Sam Sharp, now the national hero of Jamaica. It was the Battle of Old Montpelier when the colonial forces lost, so the rebels could take control of the interior of St. James Parish, which was an important point in Jamaican history.
Today, Montpelier is a small town, mostly focused on farming and a bit of tourism. This area is very beautiful, nestled among these round green hills. And this is where the eye of Hurricane Melissa was located when it made a turn and went east. But since there is no road to follow to cover the rest of this area, we'll have to approach communities from the northern side. The entire drive along the eye path took me 52 hours across multiple trips, and I'd like to take a moment and give special thanks to our mobility partner who kindly provided fuel for this journey, TotalEnergies.
So we are in Montpelier, and I'm at the TotalEnergies service station, which was severely affected by the hurricane because the eye passed right there. And look, I mean, its sign is down, this is down, but guess what? They have fuel and they're operating, and their shop is open. You got fuel yesterday, right? But it's good to know that you got fuel here because this community was like really badly affected. Like everything after Cambridge is really bad. Yes. Yeah, man.
TotalEnergies is a market leader in Jamaica with the largest number of service stations on the island, and I've personally been their customer for over 11 years. After Hurricane Melissa, I reached out to them because I was impressed by how well they handled such challenging times when fuel became the key resource for aid delivery and for generators as the only means of electricity supply and hence communication. But there is one more reason why I really wanted to feature this specific service station in my video. You see, TotalEnergies today is a large international company with over 100,000 employees, but its history began in 1924 in France under the name Compagnie Française de Pétrole. So originally it was a French company.
Le réseau est né, il ne cessera de se déployer.
Guess why the cafe at TotalEnergies is called Bonjour? But here is the fun fact. Montpelier is the only town and community in Jamaica that is directly named after a city in France, the city of Montpelier. As a fan of history, I just couldn't resist highlighting this fact because of how unique this place name is for Jamaica. And I'm happy to use this opportunity to give thanks to TotalEnergies for their help with our project and for their fast response in these challenging times. If you'd like to know what happened along the north coast of Jamaica, I have a video of me driving from Kingston to Montego Bay the next day after Hurricane Melissa. But now let's continue our trip into the hills, and we're taking the road from Martha Brae going all the way up through Wakefield and finish somewhere around Adelphi. While driving here, I'd like to address a very important topic, the situation with roads in Jamaica, because people might get the impression that all roads in Jamaica are really bad, which is not true. The footage you see in this video was filmed within the first 2 weeks after the hurricane, and I'm deliberately going into the communities that were most affected by the storm, so of course these roads are in bad shape. But overall, in the last 10 years, there have been a lot of improvements in Jamaica's road network. During this time, several high-quality highways were built, like the T3 highway from north to south, the T1 along the south coast, and there is also a brand new road to St. Thomas that opened recently. Mandela Highway in Kingston was expanded, there is also a bypass around Montego Bay in progress, many small rural roads were improved, and I see non-stop restoration of roads in Kingston. So the positive effects are obvious, but of course many other roads still need attention, especially in rural communities up in the hills. And one of the reasons is this. Jamaica has a combination of very complex mountainous terrain, over 1,000 cave systems with underground rivers and lakes, and tropical weather conditions with extremely heavy rains. Jamaica is indeed the land of wood and water, but the downside of it is that there is simply no drainage system that can possibly handle an environment like this. As an example, the rainfall during Hurricane Melissa was so intense that the soil simply couldn't accommodate it. Our rivers overflowed, but more importantly, our underground rivers overflowed, and the water began seeping back up to the surface, causing extensive flooding that began days after the hurricane. To illustrate this, here's the community of Content in the parish of Manchester, which wasn't really affected much by the winds. As you can see, all the trees are still in place, like nothing happened. So imagine you are at home, the hurricane is long gone, there are no rivers nearby, no rain, but suddenly your house starts getting flooded from under the ground, and the water rises so high that it covers the top of the roof. Then it just stays like this for several weeks to come. And this is not the only area where it happened in Jamaica, and not the first time. So taking into account our climate and environment, now think about the challenges when it comes to building roads. Jamaica as a country has to spend millions of dollars just to maintain and rebuild the roads we already have on regular basis, including hundreds of tiny roads up in rural communities. And the population density in the hills is often so low that a road that costs millions might serve only a few families, which is economically not viable at all. Of course, that's not an excuse and we still need better roads, but I think this context is important to remember when discussing the topic of roads in Jamaica, or comparing Jamaica to other countries that face completely different challenges, like ice or snow, which we luckily do not have.
Alright, so Alright, so we are in Wakefield community. Yeah, so surprisingly, they got their cell service fully restored, and you can see this cell tower here. That's why the cell service works pretty well in Wakefield. But other than that, I see so many houses missing roofs. The ones, a lot of, actually we saw 3 churches, like one is completely destroyed, the other one is just half destroyed. So yeah, the community sort of survived okay in terms of like those with flat roofs. There are a lot of houses with flat roofs, and those houses survived fine. And yeah, so that's the current situation we have here. You're giving out water too?
Yeah, we give water upper.
Do you live in the community or do
Yes,
you work?
I live in Canaan right up there. During this time, we hardly can go out. So they supply us with meals. And sometimes they give us like a care package.
Which community is this?
This is Dumfries, Canaan.
Okay. So how often do they come?
Every day like this time. From Sunday to Sundays they are here.
7 days a week?
Yeah. They go at the pond there. Then they will go up to Dip, Samatan, Yarkland, Dostry.
How's your house? How's your property?
You don't want to see it, it's devastating.
Like what, completely mashed up?
Yeah, nothing, nobody can live in it. Yeah.
Do you have clothes and stuff?
You know, no people need that.
You need clothes?
Yeah. Yes. My name is Dean.
I'm Irina.
All right, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. All right, I don't have much stuff, but
No,
I
man,
do have
we
these
appreciate,
t-shirts.
man, no matter how little it is.
Yeah, man, because every little thing, you know?
Yeah.
Every little thing. All right, so I have these t-shirts donated to me. Actually, at Pier 1 I got them. So you have a look. Then make sure the lady there gets,
Yeah,
you know. Sorry, they're not ironed.
Oh, we don't worry about that.
Yeah, man. Okay, so they're brand new, so, you know, nice and fresh.
Yeah.
So for people, especially if you have like board house, got destroyed and things.
Yeah, if I check it out, man. If I come up to my road, you see, up in my place, man, it's
completely devastated. No, man,
it's
I
only who have concrete.
Yeah, the concrete one them survived.
Yeah, so mine is concrete, but the whole of my wife, family, they're
All
boards.
board houses.
Yeah, so Sam just lift them up.
Two me forget now. All right, that two me forget.
Two. Two men.
Right, too. Thank you.
It's all right, darling.
Okay.
It's all right.
Right now, everything.
Everything.
Yes, we have curry chicken and white rice here, and we're doing water also.
Okay, so curry chicken and white rice. That's nice. Oh, and where are you bringing this from? Is it Montego Bay?
Yes, we're bringing it from the convention center.
Oh, from the convention center?
Yes.
Okay. So this is directly the chef in the convention center that cooks?
Yes, they are the one that cooks. Yes.
So how many meals do you serve a day, do you know?
It's a whole lot. Sometimes 250 here. Sometimes it's more. I am not the only one. We have 4 buses in this area. Sometimes when we're through here, we go back and get more.
Okay. All right, thank you so much. What's your name?
Ellerine.
Nice to meet you, man.
Nice meeting you too. Have a great day.
Thank you, you too. Thank you so much for what you're doing, yeah?
World Central Kitchen were on the ground bringing meals after the hurricane for almost 3 months. But more importantly, they hired Jamaicans to cook and deliver food for Jamaicans, this way supporting local businesses and creating jobs while feeding people in the affected areas. The relief team from World Central Kitchen concluded its response in Jamaica after serving 6.7 million meals, and they left in January 2026.
Hello. You doing all right? Yeah, man. All right, see you later, yes. Hello. Hello, guys. Hello. It's his home here? Yeah, his home I'm looking for. Yeah, man. So where are we going? Where is your home?
It's on the hill.
Yeah, let's go there.
The road is long around, but it's right at the top here.
Okay, but I mean, I'm following this road, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so I can take you, yeah.
Give it a minute.
Yeah, man. I'm doing the four-wheel drive. All right. This road is pretty bad there. So how do you manage to make it on this road with your car?
From the hurricane, I haven't drive here, come around the road.
Oh, you didn't go up?
No.
Okay, okay. So you would normally just drive to there, park there, and that's it, right?
Yes.
What happened with this road? Was it always that bad, or is it just the hurricane that destroyed it?
Yes, just the hurricane.
It's the hurricane. So how did that happen? Was it some river here or something? It's just rain?
Just rain. There's some channels for the water, but they're blocked. So when they get blocked, all the water travel on the road.
So they got blocked with debris?
Yes.
Oh, I see. Where are we going? Straight?
No, I'm gonna turn.
Here?
Yeah.
All right, let's try to get in. All right. So how many other houses are by your mom's place?
Well, my own sister, 4, 3, roughly 3.
3.
3, 4, yeah.
Wow, man. How before the hurricane, how would you get here? I mean, this road was pretty bad before the hurricane too, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. It was. Just have to drive slow here, take time.
So which house is it? Further down?
Yes, it's further down.
How far?
All right, you see where you pick me up, where I stop?
Yeah?
Just up top on it.
But you see, we need to lift this up. We can't pass.
All
right. And man, if it's raining, it's also...
Yeah, it's terrible when it's raining.
Yeah, man, it's you can skid down. Wow.
Since a lot more houses have been built, persons where the water trenches, they personally blocked it off. So that's why most water stay on the road.
So how do they get here with these vehicles now?
Those ones were there already.
Oh, they don't leave.
No.
So they got stuck here.
Yeah, my house is just up.
Which one? To the left?
Yes. I don't know if it's better. You want to go up the hill here where those people
With
are.
this one?
No.
Or over there?
Yeah.
I will go there to reverse. But if your house is here, I'm gonna bring stuff here, right?
All right, no problem.
Okay, this should be good. Not gonna slide? Yeah, it's okay. Do you have a rock to put under a tire? Like a little rock over there? So it doesn't skid. You know, like put it under the front tire.
We're in Lima district, Adelphi PO, St. James, and it's a nice and peaceful community, very quiet. Yeah.
What do people do here mostly? Do they grow goats? Do they like...
Yes, farming, corn.
Corn?
Corn.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay. Has anything survived?
Sweet potatoes has survived. South down here is my auntie. They have been repairing the roof so far.
So how many people are in your family in total? Like if you count auntie, uncle, cousins?
I'm not sure. It's a lot, it's a lot, it's a lot.
A lot, like what? 20, 30, 50?
60.
Okay. Are they all in here, in this community here?
Yes, most of them, and a lot in the Adelphi area as well.
Okay.
Cousins mostly.
But I see you work hard. Do you take any days off at all after hurricane, or it's like a lot of work?
It's a lot.
A lot of work.
No day off. I do construction, carpentry and masonry as well, but only in Wakefield district. But now I've been repairing houses in Wakefield and few in Lima here.
So you work on repairing the houses now, the roofs and everything, all the damage?
Yes, the damages.
Is there a lot of damage in this community?
Well, for mostly of the board house, yes, there's a lot of damage for the board houses.
Are these your neighbors, the house that was destroyed?
Yes, also my cousin.
Oh, yeah.
House has completely been blown down.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Hello. Hello. Hi. Hi. Can we see the house? Is it okay if I film it?
Yes, no
Yeah,
problem.
man. Okay. Oh, gosh. Well, there is no house. Oh, my God.
So they've been staying over there for now.
Okay, so they have like a little house where they can stay?
Yes.
I think it was after 1, the breeze started blowing really heavy, and me, my mom, my son, and my daughter, we were inside, and the roof fly off, and we just decided to just pack up and come out, and then we just watch everything just fly away.
Were you staying safe in that house first?
I was in my house.
Oh my God, so you were actually inside that house during the hurricane?
Yes. I didn't know that it was going to be so disastrous. When the zinc started to come off and the rain started coming in, then we just decided to just pack up our necessary papers and come out and get some rescue from our neighbor.
But you heard the news that it was like Category 5 hurricane and everything.
Yes, but I never experienced a Category 5, so I didn't know that it was going to be so
powerful.
Yes.
Oh, wow. And it's just the wind that destroyed it all, right?
Yes.
It's not like rain or some debris, just the wind.
Just the wind destroyed it all.
Yeah,
very strong wind, and then it started blowing this way. Yes.
Did you manage to rescue anything from those?
No, nothing at all.
Oh, so all your possessions?
Just the bed bases I have. The kitchen was right here. So I have one room here, and the veranda was that piece there, another room here. The kitchen was right here, and the bathroom was over there.
Are you going to rebuild it, or?
Well, I wanted to because I'm staying at the neighbor's house, but I have to get some help, and my job really hasn't started up back as yet. Reservation agent for Hilton Hotel. Dreams are taking over.
Yes, right.
Yes, they're taking over.
But you know it was badly damaged too. So they are now trying to fix everything.
Fix everything. Yeah. So I haven't gone back to work as yet.
Okay.
I don't know when, but hopefully.
Do you get any supplies here? How do you get food and water and that kind of stuff now?
Drinking water. We managed to go into town and get some drinking water and.
But how do you carry
food
it?
Supplies.
Because your road is non-existent.
You have to bring it up the hill here.
Yeah, man, but that is a big hill. That is a really big hill. You walk?
Walk with the water up the hill.
What's your name?
Tanisha.
Nice to meet you, Tanisha. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Thank you for the.
You're most welcome.
Okay, just. Look at the road here. It's crazy, man. All right, you got water?
Yes.
Aye. But please share with share with the other people. Yeah, man. Cranberry water. I would rather bring more water, but there's shortage of water, you know. I got some t-shirts donated. They're brand new. And oh no, the water. You don't lose the water now. You don't have electricity yet?
No.
No, not in the nearest time, I don't think.
No, sir, not in the nearest time.
What's your name?
Althea Grant.
So what happened here during the hurricane? Were you here?
Yes, I was here. It was scary, very much scary.
Is this the place?
Yes,
So you have board housing, yet it survived?
yes. It survived. Well, the top was blown off, but it can nail it down back. So it's just trying to restore back again. Just pick up piece by piece. Hard, but trying. We can't give up still, because we still have life.
Did anyone get harmed in the community?
No, no, no.
Everyone survived okay?
Everyone survived.
Despite so much damage?
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to take some of this to a little bit higher up. Not much left, but all right.
Need to lift this a little bit? All right, bye-bye, ladies. Bye. Bye.
Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to know what happened along the most southern part of Jamaica and its coastline where the hurricane made landfall, please check episode 2 in this series. And if you'd like to learn about the biggest Jamaican charity organization and how it works in other countries, make sure not to miss our next episode. Many thanks once again to our mobility partners, Toyota Jamaica for providing the vehicle and TotalEnergies for providing the fuel, and of course to all our patrons for their continued support. If you'd like to join them, you can do so on Patreon from only $5 a month, or contact me directly if you'd like to send a one-time contribution. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.